Right now, it feels like the entertainment world is ruled by Marvel, and while I do enjoy some of that, my heart will always belong to DC, because DC animation is what I grew up loving. I still believe the DCAU is the best thing to ever air on television, and while the live action adaptations have their ups and downs, the animated movies and shows will always be the best in the biz. So this month, I'm going over some of the best animated DC shows and movies they have to offer. But this year, in honor of Kevin Conroy, I'm going to be focusing on some of the Dark Knight's greatest adventures. His best episodes, movies, and specials, all elevated by his voice. Join me every day this month as I celebrate DCember. Hello and welcome back to DCember. Today, we're talking about what I think is the perfect example of how to write a Joker story. The Laughing Fish is an amazing episode of Batman that has a mood all its own. It doesn't even start with a title card, but rather just a moody shot of an old sign. No music or anything as it pans over to some fishermen. They're reeling in their latest catch when they seem disgusted at what they brought in, and it turns out that every single fish looks like Joker. Yep, this is a plot where, I kid you not, Joker makes every fish in Gotham look like himself, just so he can put a copyright on them and rake in some royalties. It's so absurd, but something about it is just so Joker. It's narcissistic, it's nonsensical, and like any other good Joker plan, it's hysterical. No other villain would try and use copyright like this, but the fact that Joker is dead serious about the whole thing is what makes it work. He doesn't even want to hurt anyone. The Joker toxin he used only affects the fish, and as far as we know, they still taste the same. But when he's told that he can't put a copyright on a natural resource, he goes berserk and starts poisoning the bureaucrats that denied his request one by one until he's paid what he thinks he's owed. Of course, Batman gets involved, and from here on out, this becomes a deadly game of cat and mouse as the Joker grows more impatient. This episode has got it all. A great performance by everyone involved, especially Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy. Their chemistry as Batman and Joker has never and will never be matched. And their last confrontation is both animated and acted beautifully. Arlene Sorkin does a great job as Harley too. To this day, still my favorite in the role. All the spunk you could want, while still getting off some good lines when the Joker pushes her buttons too much.
Cheer up! You can be my very own little mermaid.
Ooh. You're really sick, you know that, boss?
The episode is also really pretty too. It's not the most fluently animated, but it's storyboarded really well, and it has some of the best mood and atmosphere in the show. I don't know where it is, but I want this frame of Batman in the Batmobile. It's so cool. And the scene where it looks like Batman has been poisoned is so creepy, I love it. This episode, I feel, is the perfect way to tell a Joker story. I feel like nowadays, a lot of Joker stuff either leans too far into making him a psychopath, or makes him far too silly. But with the Joker, you have to strike that perfect balance. It's fine to have the destruction, but you also have to have the style, the execution, the jokes. And The Laughing Fish is an episode that hits that sweet spot dead center. I'll see you tomorrow for more DCember.